When you open a cash advance app like Grid Money, the promise is simple. Get quick access to cash between paychecks without undergoing a traditional credit check. However, one of the most common points of confusion for users centers around a single question: why is my Grid Money advance limit so low, and how are these limits actually determined? To understand how Grid Money calculates your borrowing ceiling, you first have to look at the underlying mechanics of short-term liquidity apps. Unlike traditional banks or credit card issuers that rely heavily on FICO credit scores, algorithms govern modern financial tech platforms. When you sign up for Grid, the app evaluates your real-time banking data rather than your past credit history. The primary problem users face is expecting an immediate maximum payout. Grid Money offers advances up to $200, but brand new accounts almost never start at that upper threshold. Initial limits are frequently set much lower, often starting under $50 or $100. This gap between the advertised maximum and the initial approved amount often leads to immediate frustration or anxiety, especially if you are counting on a specific sum to cover an urgent expense like a utility bill or gas before payday. The core fear for many borrowers is the risk of unexpected account denial or sudden limit drops. You might receive a $75 advance one week, repay it on time, and then find that your next available advance limit has decreased or dropped to zero. This unpredictability stems from automated risk models. Grid's automated system continually scans your connected bank account. If the algorithm detects changes in your typical income cadence, an increase in NSF fees, or a lower average daily balance, it automatically recalibrates your risk profile and restricts your limit to protect the platform from default. So, what factors actually influence your Grid Money advance limit? First, direct deposit history and income consistency play the most significant role. The algorithm looks for predictable, recurring income streams. If your paychecks fluctuate significantly due to variable hourly shifts, gig work, or changing commission structures, the system views your account as higher risk, which suppresses your advance limit. Second, your account balance health is vital. Maintaining a positive buffer in your checking account demonstrates financial stability. If your balance consistently hovers near zero or frequently dips into negative territory, the algorithm flags your account, resulting in reduced limits or temporary holds. Third, repayment history within the Grid app directly shapes your progression through their limit tiers. Timely, successful repayments signal reliability. Conversely, if a scheduled repayment fails due to insufficient funds, your standing drops instantly. To actively increase your Grid Money advance limit, focus on actionable account management. Ensure your primary income is directly deposited into the bank account linked to Grid. Avoid disconnecting or switching bank accounts frequently, as resetting account connections forces the algorithm to reevaluate your history from scratch. Keep a small baseline cash cushion in your account to avoid low balance alerts, and ensure that funds are always present on your scheduled repayment date. Ultimately, cash advance apps should be viewed as temporary safety nets rather than reliable long-term capital. Understanding how Grid Money sets advance limits allows you to manage your expectations, optimize your account habits, and avoid relying on funds that may not always be available.